out in post. Okay.
Just stick on the heads.
Did you guys hear what the James Webb Telescope just discovered?
No.
They said we have alien ships heading towards Earth at light speed.
Okay, what?
They are the size of cities, and the only reason they're calling them alien ships is because they're on this one trajectory and then turned towards Earth.
How far away are they?
The predictions range from a couple of years to a couple of weeks. They got images of it going, and then it course corrected towards Earth. So that's the only reason they're calling them ships.
I'm on Snopes. All it says is unfounded, so they're not saying it's not true.
Why would James Webb Telescope lie?
You know James Webb.
Dude, don't get me started on Mr. Webb.
He's
dude.
notorious for always just having the coolest story.
Pathological liar, that guy.
Guys, those alien ships heading towards us and they're the size of cities and they're heading at us at the speed of light?
Wait a minute. Wait, am I seeing what I think I see? You're not gonna believe this.
James, there's nothing there.
It's an alien mothership. They're flying that way. Oh, who cares? They just turned. They told us. Okay, we'll believe you.
Dude, I'd just like to say shout out to Ninja.
Pressure on it, like we gotta start off strong. We all have let's start off.
Yeah, shout that out again.
I was just say shout out to Ninjas of Butterflies. They always got some entertaining, like fun stuff, man.
Yeah.
They're on the pulse.
That's
Yeah,
like
they're
that
great.
umana. What's it called? Mama. It's got an
Mua.
Mua.
That was I think, the messenger. That's what they call it. That's what it means.
Because that was a couple of years ago, right?
That was probably the ship scoping shit out, which told these guys, yo, head on over here. We got resources.
Man, yeah, don't kill the messenger. Yeah, that thing. It was like long, like a cigar shape almost, like real weird. And
And
then
as soon as it like dipped in from outside of our solar system, it dipped right out and it gained speed on its way out.
I remember that actually. I do remember that.
well, shit. What are we gonna do?
Well,
Oh man.
stack ammo. That's all I can think of.
The aliens are just gonna be made out of like gas or something, and your bullets are useless.
What if they're cool with it? What if they're like,
That's what
hey,
I'm saying, man.
what if
Like,
they're like, hey man, we see all these raves going on down there. We want to party.
you come out the
show me
ship
how to
break
drop a
dancing and
track.
shit.
We come for your lasers.
Can you show me how to use them turntable things?
Oh, you want to know something cool, dude? And I think I've talked about this before. You've got a laser pen that can shoot the moon, basically, right?
Pretty
One of
much.
those really good ones.
Yeah.
Neil deGrasse Tyson was talking about this, how they're good to point at stars and stuff, great tool, but what he likes to do is just point it at random stars and then like go on and off, because let's back up a little bit. A ruler is basically the length of one light nanosecond, and that's how far light travels, is in however long a nanosecond is. But if you hold that laser pointer on for 1 second, wait, yeah, then it'd be a light second. Think of how long light travels in a second. So you can basically be sending out all these every time you shoot your laser and then turn it off. It goes off for us, but like that shit's still
keeps
flying
going.
through space somewhere. Yeah.
It keeps going. It never stops.
Nah.
It's kind of crazy to think of, man. Especially how they talk about how like most of the stars we see in the sky don't even exist anymore.
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
we're
crazy.
just still seeing the light coming towards us.
Snapshot of the past. All right. So let's see. What's this one?
I've seen something about this before in the past a few times, but of course, Ninjas and Butterflies brought it up on a short. I was like, yeah, and if I was ever gonna drop
You
this topic,
fanboy,
it's
man. You
good.
fanboy.
But yeah,
They do good work.
it's
They
like
do.
in the Vietnam War when they first discovered night vision.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and my homeboy Chambers right here dropped me some links last night. So this is a 2-part link. This is a really short one, and the other one's a really short one. Just kind of explain 2 different parts of the story of what the subject's about. Let it roll.
Awesome. Let's go.
Have you guys heard that thing about the night vision goggles?
No.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Explain this to me.
This is weird, dude. You know, night vision now, it's green. Yep. But in the Vietnam War, the night vision goggles that they were issued were red light, and like multiple people in the U.S. military that were using them were seeing what they're reporting as flying demons.
Ooh, stop.
And so there's an instance where they're flying these helicopters in Vietnam. It was a safe zone. no hostility. And then the gunner in the back just started shooting, and the pilot's like, "What are you shooting at?" And all the other helicopters are like, and they start shooting.
They all saw the same thing?
This guy, he was like panicked, and he's like sweating, and like it looked like he was like seeing a demon.
Yeah.
And like, "What are you shooting at?" And he's like, "The demon." And like this giant winged demon creature was like flying at him. And then people on the ground in the jungles that were using it, they were also seeing like these demonic looking, freaky looking creatures. And so the military banned those night vision goggles.
What?
And they replaced them with green light.
Thus solving the problem once and for all.
Damn, I want to get a hold of some of them some of them goggles, man.
Dude, the dye is supposedly like you have to have almost a special license or like a special like clearance to buy the dye to create that colored glass, and it takes 2 of them with a plain one in between. And I mean, I'm sure the next clip will go into it or whatever, but it actually, people say you can see like auras around people, as well as some people claim they can even see like other entities, and that's what they were using. It's like almost like what he describes it as red, but it's almost like a purplish, like it's reddish, but it's like a purplish hue, like an ultraviolet kind of.
It's a chemical or something.
Yeah, it's diamyl. I forgot. It's something with a D.
This one right here. These glasses. Yeah, this is. I saw the description. Yeah, perfect. Let's check it out.
Did you hear about that Dicinian glass theory?
No,
it's not
what's
even
that?
a theory.
Is this scary or no?
Nah. So you ever heard of Dicinian?
No. What is that?
So Dicinian is a blacklisted element, and I think just like a material found naturally in the world.
Yeah.
If you try Google Dicinian glass, you can't find it anywhere. There was this scientist, he discovered that using Dicinian, it's like a dye.
Yeah.
You get it naturally and you turn it into a dye, and you put it into like a glass mixture, and you can use it to make like glasses and shields and stuff like that. He ended up making these glasses called Dicinian glasses. And this is how they prove there's such thing as a human aura.
An aura of a person.
An aura of a person, and apparently spirits.
Whoa.
If you think about it, everything is as is, right? But when you put on the glasses, you can see things that your human mind, your human eyes can't comprehend. Did you hear about that?
Yo, check this out, man. So like, this is crazy all on itself, but did you guys ever see the movie They Live? It's like 80s with Rowdy Piper was the main actor. Sounds
good.
crazy, dude. But this movie is like the truth, like as far as conspiracies on conspiracies on conspiracies. And the funny thing is, like, he's like just like everybody else. He's just walking through life. He's kind of just going through the motions, and then just kind of questions things here and there in the beginning or whatever. Well, anyway, he runs into this dude, and he's like, put on these sunglasses. Like, I'm not putting on the sunglasses. Anyway, they get into like a physical brawl over it, and the dude ends up whooping his butt, and he goes, just put the glasses on. And then when he puts these sunglasses on, all of a sudden he looks around, and like every billboard, newspaper, like Money says I am your god. When they have like a fashion magazine, it says you're not good enough, you're too fat, whatever. Like government stuff.
Is
and
that
then
is that that movie where like everybody looks like skeleton?
Dude,
kind of?
yes, they have like, there's an alien race that's ruled, like the ruling class is like an alien race that has like a
old
skeleton
school, right?
face. Like,
The
dude,
main
it's
character's
like
got a mullet.
yes,
Right.
yes,
Yeah.
it's the wrestler Rowdy Piper, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So the glasses let them see like some subliminal messaging that like we're all been subject to the whole time.
It takes the veil off. It
That's
like
awesome.
lets you see what's really there versus like the quote unquote matrix of the screen that's pulled over our eyes.
Damn.
Like,
I don't know if I want to put them on.
You gotta watch this movie, man. Anybody out there,
totally.
if you haven't seen this, regardless of how old this movie is, you gotta watch it, because if you're into conspiracies, if you like The Matrix, you like all that kind of stuff, like that was the movie of all movies to like boom
Nice.
kick it off.
Nice.
It's worth a watch. You can find it like probably on Amazon somewhere.
I've been
anywhere.
meaning to watch that. I just
Trust,
spacing it
man.
off.
What's it called?
They live.
They live. Nice.
Dude, I make references to it all the time when I'm like chopping up with somebody I don't know. And like, especially on social media, I'll just put like a little link of the dude putting the sunglasses on. It says like obey on the billboard and stuff.
Nice.
And they're always like, if they know, they're like, oh yeah, man. Like, they know.
Nice. Is that where like the Obey brand came from? I like their shit.
I think so, man. I
kinda
really
like
do. I really do.
Damn.
I think
That's
they're
wild.
like, this is dope. Let's put some little weird symbolism and stuff behind like the logo, and poof,
Right.
we got a brand.
Let's see. All right.
So
So,
Dicinian glasses. If anybody out there can get their hands on a pair of those,
You can actually.
I will pay top dollar.
I've seen people like YouTubers and stuff that have actually bought some. Now, whether if they're legit or not, or if they're just people selling them as
Sure, there's
this,
got to be some.
I
floating
gotta
around.
look into
it
this right
sounds
now.
like you can buy them. You just can't obtain the material to make it yourself. So like people that are cleared to like have this forbidden element to make the dye for the glass, they have been making and producing them, not on large
You've
scale
already
as far
looked
as I
into
know.
this.
There you go.
You've already
$15
looked
on
into
Amazon.
this.
Maybe
No, these
not.
look like knockoffs though.
Yeah, it's a gamble, man. You know
Well,
what I mean?
shit. I
Yeah,
mean,
if they're legit, I would say they're probably within the hundreds of dollars. If you're finding something
Yeah.
for $50 on Amazon, it's probably BS.
Oh no, they were 15.
Yeah, that's like the firework glasses you get at the.
I tell you what, for a first IRL stream, we'll take a trip down to, let's see, I don't even know where you'd go. Not the mall, maybe like Party City or something.
Right.
yeah.
Start picking them up. Do you
All
see
right.
anything?
Dude, that sounds awesome though.
I need a pair of those.
It's like,
Dude, I mean, think about it though. Like,
Dang.
I've seen people like supposedly legit ones putting it over like their camera lens, and then like filming stuff and catching some weird stuff. I've
Sure, a
even
link
seen.
of that shit.
What's that?
Where's the link of that shit? Let's watch
I'm
that.
sure we could Google it right now, man.
Dang.
If you just
I want to see.
yeah.
I want
go
to
to
see.
YouTube, type in the Aura glass. Just put in Aura glasses. You'll probably see some videos of people like looking at other people, and there's like almost like a halo around them. And I've
I wanna see
seen
an
this.
entity.
I've seen this done with people that claim they're so-called like psychics, and they use like an infrared camera that does like heat signatures and stuff, and they start like transferring energy like back and forth to each other. It's trippy. I don't know if it's legit. You know, you can't trust everything on the TV and the internet, but I saw it probably like 10 years ago, and it was pretty trippy, man.
ooh, let's see here. Let me switch it over to this. What do we got? Do one of these.
Time out. Pause the link. I got this.
Yep.
Check it out. I'm here with the creator of the Dicyanin goggles himself, Chris Lato, Chris Bartel. We're up here at Mount Wilson Ranch. There's the mountain right behind us, and we are actually wearing all of these Dicyanin goggles. Check out what it looks like from our point of view.
We're not recording.
Oh, this is kind of tricky.
I just let it roll. Just
Yeah.
keep it out.
That's what it looks like.
What's more of those
So,
rocks?
Patreon insiders,
Right, man?
thanks you
Like,
guys so much for your support. We're actually up here doing real research
'cause
with
rocks
real
hold
evidence.
energy too, man.
And we've got
You know what I'm saying?
infrasound frequencies in the theta range, right? And it is in the Schumann frequency that we found down in the meadow. So we're walking around with the goggles on. Yeah, so this is behind the scenes exclusive video just for you guys. Check it out.
Okay, they made a reference to something that we could spiral down for sure. The Schumann frequency. Ooh, that's a good
Yeah.
one. That's a
Yeah.
really good one.
I've seen some cool ones. Like it seems to work almost better like at night, because in daytime wearing night vision goggles isn't very effective, and it's really bad for your eyes. But like I've seen some videos of people, which I'm sure you could find if you kind of scroll down wherever you pulled up. But they're like looking at who they're investigating with, and they're like, you can clearly see like almost like some it's like white, sometimes it's almost like a double. It's trippy, bro.
Nice.
Thanks, guys.
Yes, sir. You ready? There we go.
Yep.
All right, bam.
Edit cut. Game on.
There's that.
I'm here with the creator of the Dicyanin goggles himself, Chris Lato, Chris Bartel. We're up here at Mount Wilson Ranch. There's a mountain right behind us, and we are actually wearing all of these Dicyanin goggles.
Just hearing
what it
this.
looks like from our point of view. Oh, this is kind of tricky. Help me out, Chris. That's what it looks like. So, Patreon insiders, thanks you guys so much for your support. We're actually up here doing real research with real evidence, and we've got infrasound frequencies in the theta range, right? And it is in the Schumann frequency that we found down in the meadow. So we're walking around with the goggles on. Yeah, so this is behind the scenes exclusive video just for you guys. Check it out.
I mean, think though, like this is daytime, but like even if you were looking at the trees in the background and stuff, like you could kind of almost see like how I don't want to say it glue, but like, and you can call it color distortion, but it's almost like anything that was alive or holds energy, like kind of pops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like I saw those rocks.
It's trippy. Yeah. Like we were saying, like quartz, things like that. They hold energy. I mean, they put them in watches and stuff.
Do you know if you take quartz crystals, put them in like a Tupperware, because you get a couple of them.
As you do.
Shake them around, they'll create sparks. Like,
Oh yeah. Even if you like kind of touch them together, for sure.
It creates like energy, like actual light you can see.
Oh man.
You know what you do though is like in an apocalypse, you do that, but then you cut like a little hole for your charger. You shake them up, and then you can charge your phone up.
Patent pending. Patent pending. All right, here before
Tesla's
I forget.
gonna go home. He's gonna be doing.
Dude, my buddy Tim gave me a quartz crystal like this big.
For real?
Yeah, it's like this big. It sits in my windowsill collecting energy from the sun, and then I hug it every once in a while and talk to it.
Yeah.
It's hard to wear around your neck when it's that big, though. Like,
well, it's just it's like a boulder like that big. It's one big quartz crystal. It's like,
Oh man, those are the most satisfying videos when they mine those out of the mud and they pull them out. It's just a freaking chunk.
Yeah, right. Like,
man,
crazy.
So
I gotta ask, do you guys believe in like the whole crystal thing?
okay,
And, like,
I've known some girls that have kind of
those back in our raven days, the hippie chicks,
kind of a red flag.
I mean, no disrespect to the ladies out there, but it does seem to be a gendered high population of women that fall into the crystal realm than the dudes.
Yeah.
I remember like I have a couple of like stone bead bracelets, right? And
Yes.
I went to like the store downtown that we all know are talking about, and I went in there. I'm like, oh, that looks cool. You know, one of them was like white and gray marbled, and the other one was like kind of like a black and gray. And I'm like, well, I'm always wearing black and gray, all the white and gray, you know. And I'm like, cool, I want to buy them. And they're all like talking to me about it. And,
Oh, yeah.
And like, oh yeah, these are good choices. And I'm like, I just think they look cool. Like, I'm like, I don't. And they gave me these cards, right? And they tell you like what they're supposed to attract. If you wear them on one side, it's like the giving of the energy. If you wear them on the other side, it's the receiving. And I'm like, I just think they look rad. Like,
Right.
you know,
yeah, they look cool. It's like we can leave it at that. But I think those
right.
cards and stuff, they're specifically designed to like keep you from thinking too deeply about like the fact that you just spent $200 on a rock, like it's got a purpose behind it.
They were like 20 or 25 bucks a piece or something like that.
Dude,
but
you ever known like
I'll wear
a
them
rock
next
dude?
episode. I'll wear them just to show you.
Have you ever, dude? Like some people are really into rocks. Like, I had a buddy. He used to go to shows, buy rocks, and he'd be showing them. They're cool, like they look cool, like polished and shit, different colors.
In the 6th grade,
and I'd be like, yeah. He's like, this one, dude. Guess how much? And I was like, I don't know, like $100. He's like $2,000, and I'm like, bro, it's a whole thing. He was so proud of it, though. I mean, it's like I can't blame him for it, but I can judge him for it.
You could, for $2,000.
Good for you, man.
You can fly down to like Oklahoma, Alabama, go cave exploring, find these rocks for free, and probably cooler ones, and polish them up at home and put them in your thing. I ain't hating on you because everybody's got their own hobby and everybody's got their own interests. But if I spent $2,000 on a rock that wasn't a diamond, I don't know.
Dude, even if it was a diamond, let me tell you, just from personal experience, the only thing that depreciates faster than a new car driving off a lot is a piece of jewelry walking out of a jewelry store.
That is true. And I'm the sucker that's wearing 2K and diamonds ears right now.
No, just to put it into perspective,
$1,500 now.
Right. If I try to resell them, they're like $500.
No, the personal anecdote. This is what I experienced: $9,100 walking out of the store 2 years ago. Wow. I went into the pawn shop and I was like, "What can you do for this?" And he's like, and he's going through all the things. He's like, "Dude, best I can do is $303." And I was like, $303? Like that? It's like a 99% depreciation.
Yeah. My buddy owns like a trophy and jewelry store.
Yeah.
And if I back in the day, I haven't done it in a while, but like when I would buy jewelry, I would buy it through them because I could get it for wholesale.
Yeah.
Because the markup at minimum is like 70%.
Oh, yeah.
Instantly, and that doesn't even take into account like the manufacturing and like the whole design of it all, and like the cost of labor to like make it a necklace or whatever. So like if and when I ever buy, let's say, precious metals, like I got silver on, I only buy solid. I will never buy some bull crap like, oh, this is hollow or this is semi-solid.
It's not worth it.
Like, I'll buy that way I know the value of its weight. You know what I mean? Because they're just going to melt it down anyway. If you sell it, they're melting it.
Never get lab grown, if anything. No. That's 10 times more depreciation. All right, before I lose my train of thought here, I wanted to put this on because they mentioned that those dicrystalline glasses, the glasses that we just saw, they can see the Schumann resonance or the Schumann frequency. Now this is from an old show called Serial Experiments Lane. It's a fictional anime. It's classic, but it's fictional. But they do have some gems that are thought-provoking for sure. So this is just a little clip here.
Hold
on. I'm not going to do it if it's in Japanese.
Well,
but here.
For our Japanese listeners.
Hey, man.
The Earth, while orbiting the Sun, has its own specific electromagnetic waves. Between the ionosphere and the Earth's surface, there is a constant resonance at a frequency of 8 Hz in the ELF band range of frequencies. This is called the Schumann resonance. However, the extent of the effect on human subjects of these Earth brain waves that the planet constantly gives off is impossible to quantify and remains a mystery. The human population of the Earth is approaching that of the number of neurons in the brain. Douglas Rushkoff proposes that the consciousness of the Earth itself might be awakened when all humans on Earth become collectively networked and resonate at the same frequency.
The
evolution of the network would follow a neural model path. And just as neurons within the human brain are connected by synapses, the Earth itself would become a single neural network.
Man, that'd be awesome.
Dude. Oh, all right. You and me have talked about this.
That back in 1977, supposedly some alien commander from the Stargate, blah blah, whatever galaxy he was from some federation, tapped into the television. It was 19 and like said like a 6-minute message about, yo, you guys are fucking up down here. Get rid of these weapons. Get in touch with your human resonance chakra levels. He's basically saying that in order for you motherfuckers to get to the next level, you gotta quit your bullshit and team up. So, you know, in Tazzle terms.
Yeah. Dude, you know what's crazy though is like me and Tazzle, we started talking about. I mean, this is years ago, and we both started talking about how we were getting into quantum physics and like the whole quantum realm and the idea. And we were, you know, sending messages back and forth, talking on the phone, talking about the double slit experiment, you know, the whole thing.
Start waking
and
up.
I was like, yo, think about this though. Like, what if we are all one consciousness experiencing life individually like the cells of a brain,
right?
And that's basically what that video just said. It's like once everything's synchronized, we're all like one living unit but living our own life at the same time,
right?
And it's like,
but dude, everybody's been so dumbed down and like,
well, think about it,
tossed into a different direction. Nobody even the majority of the population doesn't even understand this exists. And if they hear about it, they're like, shut up, conspiracy.
But think about how much we're messing with it, bro. Like, we have a natural magnetic field that rotates around the, like, or donuts around the Earth. You know what I'm saying? And we also know that within the Earth, like on plane, we have other frequencies and things, like even music. Like, as you making music, you know that there's certain tones that can create an emotion out of somebody just through that single tone
music
in itself.
Definitely emotion,
you know. But now we're starting to mess with that because we got like Wi-Fi, we got cell towers, we got satellites, we got 5G stations all over.
Bathed right
and
now.
We're just like, I'm not saying, I don't know enough about it to say that it's detrimental to us, but what I am saying is there's a whole lot of frequencies being introduced, and that stuff's passing through us on a continual basis daily.
Right now.
I mean, it's wild.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, our cell phones, Wi-Fi, all of it.
It's disrupting the natural order.
Stop. We're being cluttered.
You got, think about how much information is flowing through your body right now.
Oh yeah, probably. There's probably some dick pics flying around. It's like some girls sending it from next door. It's like
wild, crazy business that we don't even know is passing through us.
Well, there's probably some tits flying through us too, though. I like that. That's cool.
Some wild stuff going on there.
All right, it all balances out, you know. Right. There's a lesson there.
There's always a yin and a yang, man. There's always a yin and a yang.
Yes, dude. Did you see those quantum entangled I think we may have looked at it before, actually. The quantum entangled particles, how they make a yin yang.
Yeah,
it's fucking wild, dude. Yeah, I don't have a segment for this
telling you,
video.
Man, the more I learn, the more I know nothing.
Yeah,
and I know
that's for sure.
I know that like everybody watching has heard that said a million times on the internet or Facebook or a quote somewhere here or there, but it's like one of the truest statements I've ever seen, because I used to be just the worker drone. Go to work, go home, turn on the freaking Black Mirror and zone out, fall asleep, repeat. And it wasn't until I had actual like time on my hands and I started delving into things where I started like, I don't want to say awakening, but like realizing that things are way more complex than the average person even passes through their mind. It's till you have that moment where you actually have time to yourself, where all of a sudden things start firing on all cylinders, and it's like it's pretty crazy.
Quick poll: do you guys think that we will ever come together as a collective to get to the next level?
Yeah,
Leave
I
it
think
in the
it's going to take.
comments.
Oh yeah. Well,
I think, no, with us too. You two, what do you guys think? You think it will ever get to that point, and what will it take for us, everybody, to wake up?
Right now, I think it's just a million monkeys, million typewriters kind of situation, which means time. Anything can happen, give it enough time. So that's probably what's going to happen. You know,
I think it's going to be like a crazy, like either catastrophic event or something that's going to shake the foundation of the entire planet, where everybody's like, whoa.
To that theory a lot. I think it's going to have to be something that's like completely like, oh my god, this is it type situation for people to finally realize like, okay, none of this matters right now. What matters is that we figure out how to fix this because it's that crazy. Or there's like this, I don't want to call it age of enlightenment because we've already had that, but like this epiphany like worldwide of some kind of undeniable truth that everybody knows like within their heart, soul, mind, like this is unequivocally 100% the truth and it's the way.
So here's the thing about that. Agree 1000%, but it also makes me think that humans, one of our just genetic character flaws as like a species, is we have that amnesia, right? Like we can have crazy shit happen, like the Holocaust, and then like it's just what 50, 100 years, people are already being like, it never happened, you know. It's just that, but over time, that's just one example. So it's like, and also you said, you know, well, what did you say? It was, we've already had that great awakening, but who's to say that like we won't have just a, you know, that was just one of many. There may not be a limit one per customer sort of thing. We could have a bunch.
Even though I'm a Christian, like I think we've been reset multiple times
by that flood.
Yeah, and I think this has happened. Like, you know, I'm not denying that as a Christian, I know not everybody shares my beliefs, but like as a Christian, like I do believe, like as the Bible's written, this is what was put in place, this is it. But I don't officially believe that this is round one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And one of the big hurdles also that you kind of brought up with people is cognitive dissonance. And I think that's one of the biggest blockers in people actually joining and like understanding, because we see how much people are head to head just over politics alone, but like your brain is designed that once you make up your mind and like this is how I believe, or this is how I think, that you almost reject information, how true it could be. You almost block that out or consider it as nonsense because you're protecting your own like ego and your own like thought process. And that's fact. I don't care what anybody says. You can undo it, but everybody has it.
Right. I mean, one of the most, I guess, redeeming, I don't know if that's the word, but like one of the most powerful character traits somebody can have is the ability to admit that they're wrong and to accept change and stuff. It's just hard because people are, they get their ideas. The other thing, before I lose my train of thought, you asked what's it going to take to bring everybody together. You guys know about Project Bluebeam?
Yes.
Yes. I mean,
you feel like that's like
it's here,
underway right now.
Well, hold on.
It exists.
Let's
look
back
at
up.
Japan.
Well, could somebody explain Project Bluebeam in a nutshell?
Yes. Well, you can go if you want.
Well, I guess it's a faked alien invasion used by satellites projecting 3D images of alien invasion.
And then
the idea is the military government will swoop in, save the day, and be like, here you go, guys. Now let's all team up together.
You're on the right path. I want to piggyback on that.
Government.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but I want to piggyback on that because I know you're going somewhere. I can see it in your eyes. Project Bluebeam is actually a hologram program, and it makes a whole lot of more sense now that they're starting to emit cloud seeding, dropping like metal particles in the sky and things like this, because it needs something to reflect and refract off of to put that image out there. Every country is now admitting basically that they do this. Dubai says we've been controlling the weather for decades.
Right.
We've seen weather patterns from like 1947 in America. People have been arguing about the hurricanes recently. I can't prove that, but people are saying, oh, look at these flight patterns, whatever. But I will tell you this. If you look at videos, you can pull it up right now if you want to. Tokyo, Japan, they got holograms everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Dragons climbing and wrapping up skyscrapers, Pokemon running around downtown.
Yeah. I've seen
If
those.
they're doing that now, Project Bluebeam is ready for full course, and it will be either an alien invasion, like you said, that's manufactured as hologram, or it will be a spiritual thing where in Christian regions it's Jesus in the sky or the Mother Mary or
the
whatever.
second coming.
Hindu gods, whatever region they want to make think, oh, it's here, this is it, the world's ending, we have to come together and pull our crap together.
The reason I think it's already gone under the way is just like the prep I've seen. If you look at everything, is a collective links I keep bringing up at the last couple episodes about the alien invasion armada, the fleet armada of city-sized ships coming this way. Could be a couple weeks, could be a couple years, who knows? But it's coming.
When we decide
know they're alien because they switched directions, and it keeps popping up. And it's man. All right, the Earth's flat, the Earth's round. Who knows?
It's round,
but like
it's spherical.
But like
it's a spheroid, oblate spheroid. That's
Oblique
it.
spheroid. Yep.
It's just like, man.
But
you ever look at what a star looks like, and like a reflection off a cup of water onto like the wall with the light?
Oh yeah.
And
I don't know
the
if I've ever
stars
done that.
look exactly the same. It's just
It's trippy though, because they've rolled this out.
I don't know what to
processes,
believe. I'm going crazy.
Because think about when Tupac took the stage at that concert as a hologram,
yeah,
didn't you hear?
right?
He's back.
And look how real that looked back then.
Right.
We watch it now; it's a little grainy, it's a little off, but like it was solid. To this day, if I saw it, I'd be like, that was pretty rad. But now, the Japan stuff in Tokyo I'm telling you about, like that's just, it's crazy. They got whales floating in the sky and swimming.
Dude, I
but
saw
then
that,
you got the Eye of Las Vegas.
Dude,
That
did you
thing's
see that guy
hemorrhaging
open it
money,
up?
but
He's
I'm
like,
glad it exists.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the next time I'm in Vegas, I'm checking something out there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care if it's something I don't even want to go to. I'm just gonna go check it out.
Dude, yeah.
Like-
Well, the outside is cool. The inside is like way almost cooler.
Way cooler.
I can't even imagine
Dude,
throwing a
it
raven
showed
there.
this. They got this clip floating around right now. It's this. It was an advertisement for the show coming up on New Year's. These guys in the electronic music scene, Afterlife, they're
man.
called. Like the visual shows that these guys are giving with like it's like entire screens, like
Yeah,
of
bro.
these concerts, but of these like really tripped out, like I mean, like things are like busting through walls, and it's crazy. But anyway, it was an advertisement for the show that they're having at that Sphere. Where this guy opens up the dome like this, it just pops up every once in a while, and he's like, "What?" And then he like puts his hand in the air, and it shoots this beam out of there, off his hand, into the sky.
Oh, I gotta find that now.
Yo,
Dude,
dude,
it's so
quick.
Look at it.
I mean,
Get that?
even the video of them doing a concert in Tulum, Mexico, was like mind-boggling. Let alone what they're going to be able to do at that Eye of Las Vegas. I mean, that's wild.
Look at
Ooh, this one?
no, the promo. Afterlife
called
promo
Tale
of
of
the
Us.
Sphere. Afterlife promo.
There we go. Ooh.
There it is.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
look with the third one. The third one. Click on that. Watch this, dude.
Oh, hold on.
Dude, I wish we could go to the New Year's Eve show for these guys. It would be insane.
Maybe we should.
Watch this. Like, how do they do this?
In
Money.
reality, it is a man's true destiny,
Afterlife.
which is always within himself.
Explore your future.
Explore your future. Explore
Dragon
your
Ball
future.
on it.
Explore your future.
Dude, that is insane.
Explore your future.
Yeah, Afterlife is insane, but that's insane. Like, how do they project that beam out of there?
I don't
That's
know.
nuts.
Well, to be honest, did you ever see? I don't know. That beam looks crazy. I can't tell you. But even the Luxor, the Pyramid Hotel in Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
They got that super spotlight that shines a light straight out the
right.
top, and they can see that from the ISS beaming up from Las Vegas. That's how crazy this spotlight that they shoot up through it is.
Damn, that's wild.
It is true. I mean, I've been to Las Vegas like 15 times, so like I know that town like the back of my hand practically, and there's some really cool stuff there, man.
Nice. Very nice.
It's more fun to sightsee. Yeah, I was gonna say it's more fun to sightsee in Las Vegas than it is to like gamble or go to like nightclubs or whatever. Like just the architecture and the wild stuff that they do just to bring you to the hotel and the casino is like, it's, I don't know, it's out of this world. It's like Disneyland for adults.
Nice.
It's cool, man.
I had this one in my folder for a while. I don't even remember what it's about, but it must have caught my eye. Vegetables do not
it's
exist.
about vegetables don't exist.
Not exist. And I know what you're all thinking here. Vic, I'm holding a vegetable in my hand. I know that vegetables exist. Really? Name a vegetable.
Pepper.
Celery. Celery is a stalk.
What about pepper?
Pepper is a fruit.
Grape.
What? Grape is a fruit.
All right, well.
Apple.
Potato. That is.
What was that?
Potato.
Potato is a tuber. Broccoli. Broccoli is a flower.
Spinach.
Spinach is a, say it with me, leaf. Listen, I am first and foremost a person of science. And what does the science tell us? Botanists say that there is no scientific definition of a vegetable, right? Okay, so then we're asking ourselves, Vic, how do I know that word? A great question. It is a culinary term. See, fruits, for example, do have a scientific definition.
Sorry, it's a ratatouille.
Reverse ratatouille.
Reverse ratatouille?
Oh, it's a reverse ratatouille.
It's a manatouille.
Manatouille, someone said.
The red car theory. Have you heard about that before?
Never heard it.
Have you seen?
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, so there you have it. Vegetables
I
are in
mean,
the
she's
fruit.
got a point.
Yeah, I'll take her word for it. This one I saw a little more recently. Have you ever heard of the red car theory?
No.
Kind of interesting.
Heard of the red shoe people.
I know the red shoe.
Yeah.
The red shoe club.
This has to do with the law of attraction, and I'm not. I did not like The Secret. Just as a disclaimer, I'm not into that. But this lady made me kind of raise an eyebrow.
Seen any red cars today on the way here?
I
Maybe?
probably did, but no.
Probably.
Probably, yeah.
Right. Now, if you were leaving your house and before you got on the road, I would have told you, for every red car you notice, I will give you $50. Would you know how many red cars you've seen on the way?
I'll look for red cars.
Exactly. That's how luck works, and that's how the opportunities work. When you go through life and you're not looking and you're not aware, they're just passing by and you don't even notice. So anything, it can turn into opportunity, but you have to be aware and you have to keep looking. And that's the red car theory.
Honestly, I like that a lot because think about how many times you've been driving home from work or coming home from wherever or driving somewhere and like you have that moment where like you realize you're at a certain point in the destination and you don't even remember like basically getting there.
Right. Like, what
you
the fuck?
zoned out that much and just you're
Yeah.
on autopilot so much just navigating traffic that like you don't even remember like what happened from 2 miles ago to there, where are you know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's kind of scary in a sense. Like,
Absolutely.
but I feel that 100%. Like
For sure.
And that's I think that's a good message to people that don't like think like we do or do this, talk about the stuff that we do. It's like challenge yourself to do that. Always ask the question why.
Yeah.
And when you start doing that, I feel like not only does life get more interesting, like, but you start finding and start solving issues that you took for granted, like, or just accepted, and you're like, oh,
Right,
you know,
right.
there is something to this, you know.
Anybody with kids will be like, oh, well, you hear why constantly. And
Speaking
then
of why,
yeah,
when it comes to kids, remember going up north with your parents all the time? Why is it the road or the trip there on the road always seems longer than the way back?
Yep. Because you're excited to be there.
Everywhere.
Every time.
Absolutely.
The way back is quicker.
Yep. Because
All
you're
time.
always excited to get there, but you're not excited to go back home.
That's true. Yeah, just the way you're kind of paying attention to like things, and then you notice time passing differently. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good call. It's crazy.
It's very
man.
weird.
Let's
Time is just strange in itself how it works. Because a minute can feel like hours versus like hours can feel like minutes.
Yes. Yeah,
You know?
definitely. Time's a construct. It's time's a son of a bitch too, especially once you get middle
Once
age.
you get caught up and you know, I gotta go to my mom's for dinner, or like you know, I got this other thing to do, and all of a sudden next thing you know, a couple hours are wasted and you don't even know why.
I always seem like when I have important stuff to do or I gotta be somewhere and I have enough time to get ready to do it, but then like time seems to start moving fast.
Yes.
Like when you get up for work and you know, like you're about to go to work and then you're like, crap, I gotta like do this, do this, but you're doing it really fast, but all of a sudden you looked and it was like 15-20 minutes past. Now you gotta hammer and do it 120 to get to work so you're not late.
Yeah.
Why is that? Why? But like for other things, it's incredibly slow when you got nothing going on or you're waiting to do something you want to do.
I've been noticing this more and more in my life too. Like when I'm arriving for doctor's appointments, things, I'm like getting there right at the button or like a minute or two like behind my like actual appointment, not when they want you to check in, like and it's becoming a routine. And I think like with everything that we got going on and like our cell phones and this TV and cutting out commercials and streaming everything and YouTubes and shorts and I feel like we get distracted so easy. I find myself doing this. I'll be like, oh, I got plenty of time to get ready. Like he was saying, I'm gonna be out there, I'm gonna be early. And then, somebody texts, and then I'm in that, and then, of course, they respond.
Yeah, each one is only like 15-20 seconds in your head, but one after another. Yeah, they all add up.
Just starts chipping away at you, and the next thing you know, you're like, oh,
damn it.
Yep. Yeah, that's absolutely true. One thing that I always try to do, like, you know how, and there's really no segue for this, but you know, like when you look back on the good old days, whenever that is, everybody's got that image in their head. But like, I always try to realize that, like, right now, this moment, right now, these are the good old days. Like for sure, I'd have to say, and it's different for everybody. But it kind of helps with the whole keeping time in check thing, at least a little bit. But sometimes there's a runaway train, you can't do anything about it.
Yeah. Well, I look at it from two lenses. I would say that we are living in the best time we could exist, and that's because of like technology and all the comforts and ease of getting what we need, getting where we want to go. Like everything is simple.
And
but
with our generation, witnessing the evolution of all that is pretty interesting.
Yeah,
It
dude.
is.
We were kids, phones plugged into the wall, dude. Like,
Yeah, and it's
Bro.
like, but you know what the crazy thing is? I look back and the best times of my life, and they were when none of this existed, when I never had a computer, didn't have a cell phone. We only had a house phone with a 20-foot cord, so we could go sit in the living room and talk on it.
Yep.
And it was because we were living life instead of watching it.
Right. That's
You know
very,
what I
that's
mean?
very
Like-
good point. Yeah. Yeah,
And
definitely.
so it's a double-edged sword. Like, it has never been better than it is right now, but is it as mentally healthy as it used to be?
Right. Yeah. Some things are thrown off
It's a
balance,
skill,
but then
yeah.
you know, there's the whole. A lot of scientists say, like, by the numbers, you know, thanks to antibiotics and sewage systems and stuff, we have like lower deaths and the higher life expectancy than we ever have in the history of humankind. But the trade-off, like you said, we're watching life rather than participating. So yeah,
Right?
it's just one
But
of those
on the
things.
flip side of that too, mental health has never been a higher crisis than it is right now.
Right. That's true.
And that can be part to one, they didn't know it exists or diagnosed it, but two, I think honestly a lot of it is the life we live.
Right. I feel like if you would have taken the same poll, 500 years ago, it wouldn't be great, but I feel like despite the technology, we're probably doing worse in some mental health areas.
Yeah,
than we are.
there's a
Also,
lot more.
microplastics. Who knows what those are doing?
Facts, man.
That's
That's
crazy.
true. It doesn't stop me from drinking out of a plastic bottle, but
I know.
it's
Well,
something I think about from time to time.
Sometimes I get the glass bottle from the grocery store. It's kind of a treat. It's weird.
Honestly,
It's like weird.
though, the glass bottle is great. Like, it tastes better.
It
It's
does.
wonderful, but it's like, it's kind of a burden in itself. Because I used to buy Voss water just because of the glass bottle. Like,
oh, dude, yeah.
it was just like, it
It's
feels good
legit,
on your lips,
yeah.
man. It's like, it's great.
Yeah.
But it wasn't my favorite water, but I was like, I'm going for the glass bottle.
Oh, yeah.
Coca-Cola, I don't drink soda anymore, but I would spend all that extra money to get a case of like the Mexican Coke
Oh, they
over
know
a
how to
canned
do
Coke
it. Yeah, man.
any day.
They know how to do it.
I'm telling you, it just tastes better, man.
Well,
When soda
nowadays-
comes out of a glass bottle is banging.
Well, nowadays they got all that nanotech in the Coca-Cola from Bill Gates.
I don't trust soda, period. I'll tell you that.
It's once you get off of it, you realize it's bad. Like, if you can detox for a month from soda, it's hard to get back on. I mean, it's tempting, but it's just it's pure sugar,
It's
pure
sugar,
sugar,
man.
corn syrup or whatever. Yeah, it's good though.
Yeah, I mean, take it from a guy who a year ago weighed 100 pounds more than he does now. Don't drink soda. Just don't
Shit.
drink it.
Congratulations. Awesome. Yeah, good job.
Man, well, shit. I think we're it's 54 minutes. Good place to call it. It's got a
good
pretty
for
good
me.
sesh.
Unless you guys got anything else you want to do.
I got something, but
You got something?
I think I may wait till the next one. I
Okay.
mean, it'd be something we'd have to look up.
Okay.
It just made me think of it when we were talking before.
Nice.
Well,
It can wait.
Nice.
we'll
Jot
put
it
a pin
down.
in
Jot it
that.
down.
We'll put a pin in that for the next
Yeah,
one.
it can wait.
But
It can wait.
I want to remind everybody watching, please like, subscribe, share with your friends.
Yes.
We're doing this for fun, but we want to share it with as many people as we can. We also want to shout out everybody whose clips we watch. We definitely respect what you do, otherwise we wouldn't pull it up. And check out their channels, give them a like, follow them too, because obviously they're putting out great stuff.
Absolutely.
And
Amen.
don't forget to turn on notifications so that when we do drop a new episode, you guys will be notified immediately and know
Appreciate
what's
that.
up.
Yeah, hit that bell.
Mhm.
Something, bell
Conversation
ringer.
unknown.
All right. Cool. Let's go.
Conversation unknown.